Everyone talks about how the Infiniti G35 Coupe is the perfect budget build. Rear-wheel drive, a VQ engine, and that early 2000s JDM feel, all for cheap. But here's what no one really tells you. Building one in 2025 isn't what it used to be. The parts, the costs, the issues, even the community, everything's changed. So today, we're breaking it all down. The good, the bad, and the ugly truth about building a G35 Coupe in 2025. By the end, you'll know whether it's a dream project or a money pit with a pretty exhaust note. Let's rewind. The G35 Coupe dropped in 2003, Nissan's way of bringing luxury and performance together. Same FR layout as the 350Z, but with Infiniti styling and comfort. When new, it had up to 298 horsepower, a close ratio 6-speed, and that distinctive VQ sound that still turns heads. In 2025, it sits right between nostalgia and practicality. It's old enough to be affordable, but new enough to still handle daily life. AC, airbags, decent reliability. And for builders, it's the perfect blank canvas. You can stance it, drift it, track it, or swap it. That's why the G35 still hasn't died. It's the modern-day 240SX, and everyone wants their shot at it. Now here's the first thing people skip. Finding a clean G35 Coupe in 2025 is way harder than it sounds. Most have seen 3 or 4 owners. Many have been built before, badly. Drift damage, hacked wiring, mismatched panels. It's all normal now. You'll see listings that say, just needs tune or small oil leak. Translation? It needs an engine. Expect to test drive cars that feel like they're running on 3 cylinders. If you find one that's bone stock, grab it. That's your goldmine, because clean, unmolested G35 Coupes are officially rare. Let's talk heart of the car, the VQ35. On paper, it's bulletproof. 275 to 298 horsepower stock, loves to rev, tons of parts. But here's the secret. Not every VQ is created equal. The early 2003 to 2004 DE models are strong but crude. They burn oil and hate neglect. The rev-up engine, 2005 to 2006, adds power but introduces high oil consumption because of thinner rings. If you're buying in 2025, you'll likely find a tired DE that's seen 200k miles. That's fine. Just don't expect 400 WHP without opening it up. Here's what people don't tell you. Once these engines overheat once, the heads can warp. The cam and crank sensors are notorious. You'll replace them at least once. Timing chain tensioners can rattle at cold start after 150,000 miles. None of that means the car's junk. It just means you need to be realistic. Fresh fluids, catch cans, and regular oil checks are your best friends. And if you plan to boost it, budget at least $4,000 for a reliable turbo setup, not the $800 eBay kits. You'll need injectors, pump, tune, oil line routing, intercooler, and exhaust work. Otherwise, you'll be in the My G35 blew up after 2 pulls club. The G35 Coupe rides beautifully when fresh, but remember, it's 20 years old. By 2025, every bushing, ball joint, and shock absorber is tired. If your car clunks, shakes, or feels floaty, that's not normal. The OEM arms are aluminum and strong, but the bushings rot. Rear subframe bushings go soft, giving you that weird wiggle feeling mid-corner. The fix: replace arms with Z1 Motorsports or SPL units and get a fresh alignment. And if you plan to drift, solid diff bushings and coilovers are a must. Don't cheap out here. Suspension work transforms the car more than any exhaust or tune ever will. Here's the side of the G35 nobody shows on Instagram: the interior. Soft touch plastics peel, door handles bubble, and window switches fail. Seats rip along the bolsters, especially the driver's side. Cup holders? Gone. If you care about cosmetics, start hunting salvage yards now, because new OEM pieces are disappearing. Even simple things like sun visor clips or side pillar trims are discontinued. But the good news, Because the G35 shares parts with 350Z and Maxima, some pieces can still be swapped or 3D printed by the community. And yeah, you'll probably have to redo your paint. These cars had thin, clear coat, especially in silver and black. If you want your build to pop, plan for a full respray or wrap. Let's talk numbers. People love to say, I built my G35 for cheap. But what's cheap really mean? Here's an honest breakdown. Purchase price, 4 to 8K for a running coupe. Maintenance and refresh, 1.5 to 2K. Fluids, bushings, gaskets. Suspension and wheels, 1.5 to 3K. Exhaust, plus intake, $600 to $1,200. Paint, wrap, $1,000 to $3,000. Boost, setup, $4,000 to $6,000 minimum for reliability. So even budget builds end up $10,000 to $15,000 deep easily. If you DIY everything like I do, you'll save thousands, but your weekends are gone. That's why I tell people, don't buy this car if you're not ready to wrench. You can't just drop it off at a shop and expect a cheap build. Now let's talk about the scene. Back in 2015, the G35 crowd was small, mostly enthusiasts. By 2025, it's a mix. Serious builders, takeover kids, and old school Nissan guys. That split changed how people see the G35. It's still loved, but it's also earned a reputation. Loud exhaust, cheap coilovers, and sketchy driving. That doesn't define everyone, but it's part of the image now. If you're building one today, stand out by doing it right. Clean wiring, good fitment, reliable tuning, tasteful mods. People notice quality again because the takeover cars watered down the scene. Bring pride back to the G35 name. And honestly, the G35 community online is still strong. Discords, Reddit, and Facebook groups help new owners daily. If you need torque specs, part numbers, or swap guides, someone's already done it. If you're planning a G35 build in 2025, here's where your money actually makes sense. Plenum spacer, cheap mod, adds throttle response. HR throttle body, plus upper intake manifold swap for better airflow. Catback exhaust. Go for tone, not volume. BC Racing coilovers or Fortunato, great handling upgrade. Upgraded radiator plus oil cooler for track days. Catch can system plus PCV upgrade, keeps the VQ healthy. Short shifter plus poly mounts, transform feel instantly. Avoid chasing cheap horsepower, focus on making the car drive better, not just louder. So here's the truth after owning and working on these cars. Yes, the G35 Coupe is still worth building in 2025. But it's not a beginner-friendly car anymore. It's for people who want to learn, build, and fix their own mistakes. The platform still has soul, that mix of mechanical feel, analog steering, and that VQ growl that modern cars lost. But if you're buying one thinking it's plug-and-play fun, you're in for a wake-up call. Do your homework, buy smart, and build for the long game. You'll come out with a car that's uniquely yours, and a deeper respect for what makes the G35 special. If you made it this far, you're serious about the G35 Coupe, and I respect that. Drop a comment below and tell me your setup or what you're planning to build this year. If you got value out of this, hit like, subscribe, and check my other videos on my 1400 G35 rescue project and my turbo Miata build. This is Chris from Gallo 12 or 24. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.